Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
There's a man in the suburbs, his name is Jim. He's out on the grass with a mower that hums with his cap on backwards. He's got his game, but this lawn ain't the only frontier he claims. While the blades spin fast, he dreams away of the final frontier of Kirk's great sway. On weekends, he's not trimming hedges or shrubs. He's in a homemade bridge with his trekker club. Jim the lawn mowing trekker, he's bold and he's true, with a phaser in hand and a mower or two. In the daylight he's mowing, in the starlight he flies, making Star Trek fan films under endless skies. He's got green screens and a crew that's small, but in his heart they're the best of them all. He's got a gold shirt he wears with pride, playing Commodore boom, leading starship rides. The neighbors all laugh, but Jim doesn't care. His Starfleet's the strongest anywhere. He trims the bushes with precision so fine, then he's off to warp speed, crossing space and time. Jim the lawnmower trekker, he's bold and he's true, with a phaser in hand and a mower or two. In the daylight he's mowing, in the starlight he flies, making Star Trek fan films under endless skies. Set phasers to trim, he calls with a grin. In his two worlds he's always all in. He'll boldly go where the grass won't grow, and on weekends he's the star of the show. Jim's living his dream, both ground and fog, with a lawnmower and a projected star. The blades keep turning and so does his dream. In the heart of Jim, the lawn-mowing king. Jim the lawn-mowing trekker, he's bold and he's true, with a phaser in hand and a mower or two. In the daylight he's mowing, in the starlight he flies, making Star Trek fan films under endless skies. Jim the man with the star in his eyes, lawn by day, space by night, reaching for the sky.
Yeah, done yet?
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry. I thought maybe it was stretched there. The way the reverb down by. Hey, welcome everybody to another one-on-one with Gorilla. Here I got my special request, and Jim's the one that got me going with this idea here. Here, especially when we've had a couple nights, we get to talking, and other people kind of aren't loud enough there. I miss her, but Jim's got one that got going with me. How are you doing, Jim?
Doing good.
Doing good? Oh, that's good. And welcome to Curtis Selby. He says, hail the Gorilla. His censored thoughts. All right.
Yeah, I think it was a couple weeks ago when we was talking back and forth, and you said, "How about doing a one-on-one?" That's a one-on-one. Yeah, just you and me and no one else. Okay, but he picked Larry.
No, Larry asked, and we were trying to schedule a time because in the beginning of the weeks there you said you got stuff going on. Other than we got to find a time where, because when Ann comes home, you go upstairs, you spend time with Ann there.
Yep.
There.
When that damn white stuff, Daniel, don't get excited. When that white stuff falls down to the ground, I go out and push it.
Yeah,
no choice.
And hey, Suzanne.
What's up, Suzanne?
Oh, apparently we're gentlemen. I didn't know I was a gentleman, but that's hi, Gorilla.
Now, how come Gorilla ain't showing himself? I'm showing myself. He ain't showing himself. I guess he's ashamed.
Well, I don't want my kids in the background there, but.
Well, you put up a thing like I do. You don't have to worry about it. Man, you awful dark over there.
That only works when the kid. Well, I don't have the lights on. It's bright enough in the house
He's
here.
he's in the dark already.
Yeah. Plus, I haven't taken the stuff off the table yet from when I mopped the dining room here.
Yeah.
Either. Not like the entire dining room is empty except for my desk and the table. But
Now I did share this out and I put it on my Facebook and everything too. So
yeah. So
yeah.
all right. So first question I got for you, so your Jim's landscaping there. You do a lot of mowing, and then you take care of people's driveways and stuff when it snows and all that. What got you started in that? Like, were you just sick
Well,
of your job one day, flipped off your boss and left, or and started mowing? Or?
no, I when I was a little squirt, 10 years old, I started mowing lawns for people in my neighborhood at one time. And I had 4 or 5 accounts in one season, and I did that for a while. Then we had to move. We had to build a house and move somewhere else. So that's where we're at now. And I had to start all over again because I didn't have a vehicle at that time. I mean, when I moved out here, I was like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. I didn't have a car or truck or anything. And mom and dad works a lot, so I couldn't mow the lawns in Medina. So I lost all those accounts. And back in 1980, I started mowing lawns. I had a lawnmower accident back in 79, though. I had 2 toes, these 2 toes chopped off because I was daydreaming with a push mower and chopped two toes off.
What
And
did
I
the mower get
thought,
stuck or
no,
there's something?
what happened was I was working for the school system over here, and they had a funny idea of you had a 22-inch push mower. They took all the guards off and put a rope on it, and you have a hillside going up and down. So their idea was run the lawnmower down, bring up a rope down, up and down. I had half of it done, and all of a sudden I brought it back too far and got my foot, and I had tennis shoes on at the time. I didn't have any steel toe shoes or anything, but I had tennis shoes on, and I looked down and like, I didn't do that, did I? I sure did. Blood coming out my crazy. I ran to the school, and they just waxed the floor. So they had to redo. So they had to redo the floor over again. They're like, God darn it, that's all. Hey, I'm bleeding to death here, man. They called the squad and took me in. I spent 10 days in the hospital. I hated it.
Oh, so they're more worried about the floor than your toes, huh?
Yep. That's a small. So since I laid in the hospital for 10 days, I'm not going to do lawns for a living or what? I mean, I just ran my toes over being stupid. Now what? Well, we did start lawn mowing. And just kept on going. So that's just the way it went. And we changed names a few times. It was Jim's Mowing Service, then we went Jim's Landscaping. Now we went to Jim's Landscape, and nobody can get the name right. It says it right on your chat over there, Jim's Landscape. Everybody calls me Jim's Landscaping. Read what it says.
It used to be landscaping there. I guess it used to be that.
Oh, landscaping was probably 30 years ago. I've been in business for 44 years. This April, I'll be 40. I'll be in business for 45. Long time.
Oh, okay. I guess it gets in my mind. It just reads.
Yeah.
The landscaping rolls off the tongue.
Everybody's got the same thing, and I've been doing snow plowing for 35 years. But I used to do landscaping and stuff like that, but it got to the point that the people I hired, they wanted to monkey around and collect money. So I couldn't get decent help. So when I got older and I can't get on my knees anymore, and I got fingers here, arthritis and shit in it, so can't do landscaping that much anymore. So just strictly cut grass and do snow plowing.
Yeah.
And down the road, I met Matt Arnold. He called me on the phone one day, and we talked for a while. Then down the road, he got introduced to No Budget Productions, and he got into there. And he told Vance Major that I would like to be in his fan films. And after that, that's how Commodore Productions came in being. That was about 5, 6 years ago.
Oh, nice.
So it's a
There,
nice long history.
there.
And
Hey,
yeah,
yeah, so there's story. So
Yep.
that's crazy, Jim. Talking about your thing there,
Yep.
there,
That's
and
history no one really knows about.
yeah, and hey, Finity, and Jim will say the exact same thing that I told you what was there,
Yeah.
the grandfather paradox. Right,
I,
Jim.
I can't explain nothing. I don't know. I know nothing. I know nothing.
Yeah. Huh. No. The grandfather paradox. The reason it's called the grandfather paradox is so when you
Yeah.
go back in time and you have to bone your grandmother in order for you to be born. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called the grandfather paradox.
Oh, I used to mow grandma and grandpa's lawn, and they paid me all the time. And I said, "You don't have to pay me. Oh, we got to pay. You got. I mean, you come all the way out here and got to pay for fuel and that and stuff like that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Curtis is telling everybody, hi.
Hey,
Curtis
Curtis.
there. Yeah. And today, so what does LLC stand for, Jim? It's it's
LLC, Li-
limited.
Limited Liability Company, LLC.
Yeah,
Insurance.
it's a new government program to extort money out of you in exchange. Like if something goes wrong, people, it's you're limited on the liability there on how much you only like the company's liable, not the personal
Yep.
person
Yep.
there.
Because if you don't have that on your name, people will try to run into you and collect money. So if you have LLC on your vehicles or whatever, which I haven't got that far yet, but I do have it in paperwork. And you
Yeah,
do not have to pay every year, like someone said. Oh, you got to pay $100 a year. No, you only pay $100 at one time to the state of
yeah,
Ohio. You get your certificate, and that's it. You give it to your insurance company and say, "Here you go."
yeah.
It's
And he
all
goes,
legal.
"No, it isn't. I knew you were close." You know, Finity, when you let people know what your two passions are, time travel and paradoxes is, and they know
Yeah.
that, they're just gonna fuck with you, like I have been
Yeah.
for the last couple days. And go ahead, put that on fucking Twitter. I'll do Twitter there.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, all right. So you got started really young in the landscaping. What got you started on being a Star Trek fan? Like your mom just plopped you in front of
Uh,
the TV for a couple hours a day?
I always been a sci-fi fan. Of course, back then when I was, born back in '63, and all I had was gun shows and stuff like that. And one day I was watching uh, Gunsmoke or Bonanza, whatever it was back then. I forget which one it was, and they had an advertisement of Star Trek new series coming out. I'm like, what the hell's a Star Trek? So when it came out, I watched it and I liked it. I fell in love with it. I always been interested in NASA, all the rockets and that. I used to make my own rockets. Used to be called Estes model rockets. You got your glue, you build them, shoot them off at your neighborhood. I lose them all the time. But yeah, I always been a sci-fi freak all the time. But yeah, when I watched the original series when it first came out, kept waiting for it to pop out. Then when we moved out here back in the late '70s, that's when they started to do the replay of the episodes. I used to take the damn TV guide and cut out the when Star Trek was coming on, and I took cassette tapes and I taped that on there, and I set the damn tape recorder on automatic while I go to work or something and record that episode. So I had a whole damn library.
Yeah. Well, I
Yep.
guess have a good night there, Suzanne.
Night, Suzanne. Have a good night, and thanks for popping in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
but
so you've been so you've always been kind of like the sci-fi nerd with that
oh,
there.
I always been interested in NASA, all the NASA probes and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So what's
All
your
the
thoughts
years.
on the new rockets Elon Musk is making there? that actually has the modules come back to the towers and lock into
Nah,
the towers and stuff.
that's neat. That's twice. That's twice it got caught, which is great. I wish that they wouldn't took the first booster 12. I think it's booster 12 or uh, whatever booster it was. The first one that they caught, they took and scrapped that one. I don't know why they did. That was the
Well,
first one they caught. They should have
well,
kept
when
it.
they grabbed it, they might have accidentally broke something on it that could have been
No,
fixed.
no, nothing was broke. They said that at their rocket garden out there, they was running out of room, so they scrapped it. But they said since the second one got caught, they're going to refurbish that and keep it and use it next time.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be a reusable system. Start reusing stuff. You're going to lose a Starship all the time. Of course, this time Starship lost control of its engines, spun out, blew up, and streamed just like the space shuttle Challenger, I think, streamed all the way down through in pieces.
Oh.
If you go to Facebook, it's all there.
Well, when did this happen?
Yesterday.
Oh, I guess I didn't see anything on X because usually people are eager to gloat about Elon Musk when something goes wrong like that.
There's a lot of stuff right now, on there. There's a lot of stuff on Facebook. I don't know about X. I don't go to X that much. I just go to X to see what you're talking about, or someone else, or if it pops up on my phone.
Yeah. Well, I've been using less and less of X just because I've been getting totally disgusted with people's behavior on there. And some of these people are just a disgrace to society. Like, I don't care whose side you're on, but as soon as you start hoping and praying that someone dies just because you don't like them, that's when it's like, no, we got to be better than that as a society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said back then, when Matt called and talked to me and everything, and all of a sudden he goes, "I'm going to be on Vance Major's fan film." I says, "Well, tell him that I'm interested in." That's how I got on board over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah. And how bad has that Axonar lawsuit affected your abilities to make the fan films?
None. Now there are guidelines. You're supposed to go no more than 15 minutes. I have done longer than that. No Budget Productions has done films between 10 to 20, 30, 45, an hour. That we never got in trouble or anything.
Okay. Yeah, because that Axonar guy, oh man. So I bet you a lot of people are wanting to smack him right in the face just because now you get, they made a great prelude. Max Axonar was great. Everybody loves it. A lot of people, everybody I talked to loved that there. Yeah. But then the guy goes bragging about how good he is and make money, and he was talking a bunch of smack. So Paramount or CBS sued him, and then the whole time during the lawsuit, he was bragging and talking shit and all that until the book came down on him. But then I think then they're still trying to take away. They're still waiting for the Axonar movie, but it seems like that's not going to be coming.
It's coming. It just takes a little longer to get things done. You got to remember, they're doing high quality video, and that takes a long time. My videos are not high quality. I mean, they're like 1080p. I go through and do the editing best I can and ship it out. I wish I had more actors to come on board to help make my fan films. I got some, but everybody said they're extremely busy right now. So basically, it's just up to me now. So that puts a lot of burden on me, because when I get busy, then I don't have time to do the stuff either. So it kind of goes back and forth. But right now, I'm in the process of doing repair again. I got 8 minutes of this video done. I did put it on my private chat over there for the other actors to look at, and only 2 people looked at so far. So
yeah,
I have an ending idea, and there might be a second episode popping in. So, and of course, that's being done.
Nope. Stop the stream.
That's being done because my truck starter went out, so we're taking that there into the 23rd century.
Oh,
That's
nice.
basically that's basically how I do my fan films. When I see real life stuff, I put it in a 23rd century fan film, trying to change everything and I don't use people's actual names in that, but that's how we do it. And
Yeah.
we did good so far.
Here.
The missing link is missing.
Nah, I had to tie something for her.
Yeah.
There. She's insisted on the glow stick and stuff.
Yeah.
But so what? Yeah. Which one's your favorite fan film that you made?
My favorite? Oh, Counter Boone Returns with USS Ajax. That I was happy that Vance Major let me reuse Commodore Boone and USS Ajax. There was a little issue of that at that time. Another fan film decided to say things about Commodore Boone that wasn't true, so it was kind of taken away, but it was given back, which is fine. I got 100% permission to use it, and that's what I've been doing. And Commodore Boone is getting more involved of what's going on because we started out with Commodore Boone USS Ajax, but then when problems came up, well, we jumped ship and went to a different ship, which is called the USS JOS, with a different captain. About the same crew, but with a different captain, and then we kind of changed back around again.
Yeah. Oh.
A lot of stuff has happened while you was asleep.
Oh, I was asleep.
That's a cult.
A pooled.
If you go to Star Trek Picard, Beverly Crusher, she goes when she was running the weapon system on the Enterprise D. Everybody looked at her and she goes, "A lot of things has happened."
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I don't remember much of the Star Trek Picard.
I do.
It was just boring.
The third season was a lot better than the rest of it.
Yeah,
I think
that's like saying that's the best dog shit in a yard filled with dog shit.
now here's a problem with people watching Star Trek, putting it on YouTube. They go too far in depth. They go deep in what they don't like or don't understand. Basically, I don't think they understand what Star Trek is all about. Star Trek's all about good old Earth, and that's the way Gene Roddenberry did it. If you watch every episode, you would see that it's about us on the planet Earth here, how things are going. And of course, you have different people making Star Trek and that. And of course, when Star Trek Discovery came out that first season, it was totally crap. When in the hell did we see a bald Klingon? That was never done. And of course,
Star Trek 6 was it? What's his face? The one that like to recite Shakespeare. Damn,
General Pang.
Yeah, wasn't he bald?
He was bald, but he had the ridges on his face and everything. But of course, that was with the original series, so sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew Christopher Plummer was the actor, but I didn't know that he was that I can't remember as General something, but I couldn't think of his name there. It's been a while since I watched Star Trek 6. Maybe we'll do the Star Trek films after the current movies.
Yeah, see the problem is when they had the original series, they actually had people that learned and understood what Star Trek was all about. Now you got people writing scripts in that. They don't know what the hell they're talking about half the time.
Well, they're trying to write a drama in space.
Yeah, they're trying. All they got to do is read a couple books from Gene Roddenberry that made the whole series in the beginning, and they might learn what's going on. That's the whole issue and the whole problem. But I don't stay in chats when people put down Star Trek a lot. I grew up with Star Trek. I'm a full blown Star Trek Trekkie, a hardcore one. I mean, I know almost everything about it.
Yeah. Are you
Other
talking about
people,
like? Do you know a lot about the TNG, DS9, Voyager, and all that too, or mostly just the
not
original series?
really, not really.
Oh,
I grew up with the original series and learned a lot about the original series, as I'm telling you.
yeah,
But
Chris.
when the next gen came on, it was kind of just like everybody else. Oh, that's not my Star Trek. I watched it. It was interesting that they had a saucer section that separated. That was great. That was great. That's different. Okay, well, let's give it a shot. And I did like it. Then when Enterprise came out and DS9 and Voyager and that, well, Voyager was like a crapshoot. I mean, either they're going to make it home or not. It took them a few years, but they finally got home.
Yeah. DS9 is my favorite there, but I was gonna say if you knew a lot about him, you could probably give Cinnabon, Ami, and them a run for their money on Jep Nerdy.
Yeah. Now I had people test me on the original series. Well, how about this show? Then they tell me what's going on, and all of a sudden, brain kicks in. Oh yeah, I know that one. I had one person did that for about an hour. I passed with flying colors.
Yeah.
I mean, would I still be able to do that right now? I have no idea. No one has ever done that. Don't do it.
Yeah, Curtis says he can never remember characters' names too. Yeah, that's my problem there, is remembering names. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
that's my problem too. I mean, I will forget the actors, but once you tell me what they're playing, I'll tell you what the actors' names are.
yeah. Oh, hey, go play. Oh. Let go of my hair and go play. Let go of my hair and go play.
Go play. Go play.
That hurt. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she likes to just grab a hair there.
No. Do you have a cage somewhere that you can put them in?
What?
Do you have a cage that you can put them in somewhere?
Not to have them admit online. Yeah.
Well, I can put my dogs in a cage with no problem.
Yeah, but you won't get a phone call from a certain government agency.
I've seen the news reports and people tried that stuff. It was not that good.
Oh,
just a joke.
Just yeah, it's pretty bad when you have to. Like, that's one thing I have to put in there, especially on some of these. Like when I'm put a joke in the chat now, I'll be like, "It's a joke, YouTube. Calm down."
Yeah, exactly. What else you want to know?
Yeah. So how do you like when you're coming up with your Star Trek fan films? There, are you just thinking all day on the lawnmower, or you trying to come up with new character names?
Well, during the summertime, I have two people that call me on the cell phone. We pretty much talk all day. Matt calls and Jeff Barn calls me, and we kind of throw around ideas while I'm out there working. I got that big headset that I can hear pretty good. You won't hear the lawnmower, but yeah, that's pretty much what we do. And there's times when nobody calls me, and I listen to YouTube all day, and if that don't satisfy the boredom, I listen to my old fan films, and I get more ideas out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But right now we have 2 seasons in, season 1 and season 2 in. I'm still building a playlist on season 2. Season 1 is out. It's been out for over a year. So you can check out the beginnings of Commodore Productions up to when we get season 2 done. And once I get this other fan film done, it'll be the beginning of season 3. And of course, a few people ask me, says, "How far are you going to go?" I said, "I'm going to go just like the original series, 5-year mission. If I have to do it all by myself, I'll do it all by myself. I'm not going to stop."
Hey. Do you get to go to the Comic Cons or anything?
Nah,
Are you wanting to go?
I'm a poor sucker. I don't have money to do anything. You know, when you get deep in debt and everything, you just can't do hardly anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to stay debt free, but
Yeah,
I decided I'm done with $200 cars. But then,
yeah.
then this car here is one of those it's nickel and diming me,
Mhm.
and I still got 3 years left on it, or 2.5
Well,
years
hey,
to pay on.
I had a transmission that went out of my truck,
Yeah.
and that was the beginning of repairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the starter went out, so that's the beginning of repair again.
Yeah. Well,
It's all there.
at least the starter's not too bad. It's like right on. Unless your truck's differently built than a lot of the cars that I've dealt with the starter. There, it's like right on the bottom, right out on the outside. Pull
Yeah.
a bolt, put and unplug it, plug it in, and attach up 4 bolts, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if your
Yeah.
truck's different.
It's kind of, I don't know. Like I said, I have a hard time getting down. My knees are getting to the point that if I had insurance now, go give me some new. Well, if I even even if I got my knees repaired, I still wouldn't be able to change my lawnmower blades because the doctors say you can't get your knees anymore. You can walk around with no pain, but of course, with that artificial knee, you can't put pressure on it.
Oh shoot.
That's what they told my father. My mother and father went through that. Both of them went through that operation, and it took 4 months for them to heal up.
Yeah. Well, how long ago was that? Because the technology's probably advanced quite a bit from that
Probably
since then.
has by now, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
that's my other problem. There's nobody else to help me continue my work. And I'm not talking about my fan film stuff either. The fan film stuff can stop anytime if I have some kind of medical. But again, if I have some medical and I'm here all day, I can still do that too.
yeah.
Yeah. But I have no second in command to keep mowing lawns or go plow snow or anything. It's all on me.
Yeah.
So when
Well,
my equipment breaks down, customers have to wait. And almost lost my business twice already.
ah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. I kind of want to go to a Comic Con there, and I want to wear like a Trump hat and a Trump shirt and all that, and go and get my picture taken with like Edson. Like Edson Mount's one of them definitely, since he
Yeah.
told every Trump supporter to go fuck themselves. I think that'd be fucking hilarious.
Dang.
There, and also do it to I think Tim Russ is another. Well, Tim Russ didn't tell. I don't think he attacked the fans, but see, I don't give a shit if you're liberal. You want to attack the politicians, go for it. But as soon as you start attacking the people they vote for, or attacking the fans who voted for a certain person,
Yeah.
that's where I get that. That's where I have a problem.
Yeah.
You know, I don't give a shit if you say Trump can go fuck himself. Go for it. But
Yeah.
telling me to go fuck myself because of someone I voted for, then nah, screw it. I'm done defending your shows.
Yeah.
And hey, Jeff B, how's it going?
Hey, Jeff B, what's up, man?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
another one staple question I'm having here is, what do you think we could do to make the world a better place?
Well, get people to quit blocking each other on YouTube a lot. To know that for no reason. It's just like what Larry said when he did this the 101 when we had that 9-9-1-1 thing that happened with the planes hitting the towers, and that everybody was nice to everybody. And never, it's just a different world at that time. Everybody was nicer, more courteous. They didn't give you fingers or cuss you out. They they changed for a few months. Then all of a sudden they went back the old ways. I mean, I kind of wish they went back to that again because I drive down truck and trailer and I see someone on the sidewalk and I say, "Hey, how you doing?" And they just look at me like, "Who the fuck you talking to?" You know, shit like that. If that answers your question. I think we lost the missing link. He must got swallowed in a link hole.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Quit,
fucking thing.
quit muting yourself.
So you think the one thing that can make the world a better place is just everybody be kind and courteous to each other.
Exactly. Yeah, it'd be a better world if everybody would be kind and courteous to everybody. I don't care what color you are or whatever. Just be nice. Say hey. If someone says, "Hey, how you doing?" You say, "Hey, I'm doing all right." Hey, if you're having a shitty day, "Hey, I'm having a shitty day. See you later." Whatever.
Yeah, I noticed that because I try to say hi to people as I pass them, in the
Yeah.
grocery store, because I think that'd make a bet. Hey, maybe that's just something that perk up their day a little bit. Hey, you got
Yeah.
a young gentleman who's actually courteous,
Yeah.
So of course like how many times do you have to say excuse me politely
Mhm.
before get the fuck out of my way becomes appropriate?
Yeah. Sure. I can see it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh,
What do you got?
I had that where two ladies were blocking an aisle.
Did
They're
you?
like, and I was like, excuse me. And they looked at me. They continued talking without moving. I was like, excuse
Yeah.
me. Then finally, I was like, just get the fuck out of the way. Then they moved.
I haven't had that much trouble. I mean, if when I go to gas station get fuel and that, I gotta go inside and put money on the card and that. I would sit there. I was standing at open doors. I
Yeah,
don't care, male, female, whatever. I open doors, and I open that door, a damn, and it's always a blonde woman. I don't know why. I guess blondes don't like me or whatever. I got no problems with brunettes or redheads or whatever. But those damn blondes, I mean, if you open a door, they use the other door every time. And I say, well, I wouldn't go through my door if you open it for me too. And they just look at you and keep on going.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Jeff
crazy.
Bezos,
I mean, you're trying to be courteous, and they just look at you stupid.
yeah. Jeff Bezos says a better place would be if people listened to one another.
That too. They kind, courteous, and listen. When someone says "excuse me," acknowledge them. Don't freaking ignore them. But they do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people just don't like talking. The other ones they just.
Oh,
I always hate that when you get the freaking weird look, like how dare you talk to me?
and just like in my repair series, when the Fringy was having a hard time getting his thruster pack fixed, Admiral Shepard stepped in and tried to help him out. So everybody's nice and kind and courteous over there. Of course, it's all fictional, but it shows it.
yeah,
Yeah, it shows it.
that's that's like one of the things I love about the Waltons there, and part of the reason why I
Mhm.
wanted to start doing the Waltons reviews is one, nobody else was reviewing them, so it's kind of
Yeah,
an open market. But
yeah,
also is I've always said we need more people like the Waltons. No matter how poor down the times is, they always
yeah,
stepped up and helped people. Whether it's some rich actress from New York or some drunkard down at the
yeah,
pub there. They always stepped up and helped the people. They did. Hell, even Olivia, who hated the Baldwin sisters, when they needed help, Olivia went over and helped them.
exactly.
You know, and she hated the Baldwin sisters, not for who they are, but for what they do, and
Right.
that is they give away their moonshine, and well, I'm pretty sure they get. I
Mhm.
think you compensated somehow.
Yeah. It's
There.
just like that one episode you showed where they was trying to build that church, and they was having a hard time getting money or whatever, and this other guy decided to help out, and I think he had the lumberyard at that time or something like that.
Yeah,
If
that's
I remember that episode right.
yeah. John owns a John does
Yeah.
makes boards and stuff and
Okay.
firewood.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure he donated all the lumber there, and then I'm pretty sure like Godsey gave him all the nails and bolts and
Yeah.
that for cost. You know,
But
where a community comes together
yes.
when when
Yes.
they're
Yes.
yeah. Even it's for the preacher was some guy that just came into town there. He was gonna
Yes.
do some prize fighting there, and
Yep.
they rigged it against him.
Yep.
There, I still
Yeah.
think it would have been a better episode if instead of just getting I got you one other guy, they will brought like a dozen some people in from Walton's Mountain into the
Yeah.
ring. And hey, oh,
I
look,
heard
Greg,
it.
and he's telling us cheers. He says, hey,
Hey,
thanks.
what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, but that's the one thing I like. Yeah, that's we need more people like that to make. I think if the world
Yeah.
had more Waltons, it'd be a way better place.
And being
and
and
talking
being
about.
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
And being on YouTube, I wish people was more kind and courteous on YouTube as well.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
mean,
coming up to my last question there with our
oh,
YouTube
okay.
community. But you know, like, what's your thoughts on this? Hamas and Israel finally agreeing to play nice there after 15 months.
15
They're
months.
fighting.
I don't really follow that much too well, but of course everybody needs to give them prayers and everything. But again, just like on my butt munch series that I made, it has a message in it. Communications is key. Always communicate. If you got a problem with something, communicate. That's the key right there. That should be the key to anything, no matter
Yeah.
where you're at.
Yeah. Well, at least now that Israel and Hamas are actually talking
Yeah, it's
there.
good.
Now, I don't think it'll actually. I don't know how long it'll hold, but
Right.
it's supposed to be 6 weeks. But at least now that they're finally talking, you know, instead of one side getting the bomb kicked out of them and everybody by taking the one side. It's like, well, that's kind of like this stuff's been going back and forth for but they had everything peaceful for a while. Then it's like your brother decides to, like your younger brother decides to come punch you in the face, and then so you decide to just knock his ass on the ground and just start wailing on him there, and everybody's like, "You're the bully! You're being mean! You're being mean! Quit beating on your little brother!"
No. Yeah, it's the same thing. That's crazy. Well, since it got ceasefire, is there a ceasefire as they're talking, or is there still fighting going on?
The ceasefire is supposed to be intact. I didn't really look at too much of the details.
Okay.
Like something about 50 Muslim fighters are allowed to leave Palestine and through Egypt a day.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be releasing hostages. Trump said all the hostages better be released by the time he gets in office. But they were trading like 110 Hamas fighters that are sitting in life sentences in prison for one hostage. It's like such
Okay.
a lopsided. It's a really lopsided deal.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody in chat saying hi to each other, which is nice to see.
Oh yeah, that's always nice. Yeah. So now down to my last question here. What we have a diverse somewhat cohesive community there with everyone branch off, but we also branch off to a little other communities and that mixing that. What do you think would make our YouTube community better place?
Well, like I said before, with the butt munch series that I made, communication is key. We should kind of help each other a little bit more, as you do when you do the fun raiser thing to try to help each other out, which is great to see. I like to see that. I wish I could donate, but money's kind of limited anymore. But
yeah, well, I got tight budget too, so at least I can do is try to help raise the money for people.
Right. But I think YouTube. I mean, when I first came on YouTube back in 2008, I use it as an information center. If I want to buy a lawnmower or something, I'll punch it up and see what people say about that mower. And if their reviews are nice, then I'll go ahead and do it. But one day someone says, "Why don't you make a channel?" What do you mean make a channel? So I learned how to do that, and boom, there we are. But when I was building my channel, I was nice to everybody. I went to chats and everything, got people to sub and everything, and I subbed them, they subbed back. But then you had people that wanted me to sub to them, but then they didn't want to sub back to. They wanted me to sub them, but they couldn't sub me, and that I had to go through a lot. It took me about a year and a half to get my channel built. But even back then, it was like, why can't you? Oh, I don't want to because I don't like your content. Like, but you want me to sub you. So
Oh yeah.
So people do take advantage of you no matter where you're at, what you're doing. They take advantage all the time. Then you got some people that can't take a joke and block you for no reason, which is ridiculous. I mean, I don't do that. The only reason I block a person if they're being a ding dong or a butthead, that's when I'll block you. Will I unblock you? I have done that. I have unblocked people before. But I think if everybody was more kind and courteous, just like real life, we all get along fine. I mean, just think if it was all nice to each other, how big our channels would get no more bigger instead of fighting all the time. Think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying be courteous there, communicate,
Communicate. If there's any problems, talk to them offline.
Yeah.
Yeah. How hard is that? Oh, that person said something bad to me. And he blocked you immediately. Well, how am I supposed to communicate with that person to find out what I said wrong? But they blocked me immediately instead of communicating back and say, I didn't like what you said. Well, if you come and talk, I would say, sorry, let's just let it go and just keep being friends online and go from there. But just don't block someone for the hell of it. And when the other person don't know what's going on, that kind of makes the person clueless. That to me, for someone that blocks you for no reason, kind of makes you look like an asshole to me.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it.
Yeah. Good. I've had that where I probably said stuff that's pissed people off, But if I don't know what pissed you off, how could
Exactly.
how could I correct that?
Exactly.
I've had that where people have gone off on me
Yeah.
on just blast me on Twitter,
Yeah.
for something that happened. I got a little drunk on the stream, and I got taken advantage of on the stream there, and the person who was the loudest is the one that got booted, and I missed some
Yeah.
stuff that was said in between that.
Right.
And I went with the person who started throwing the insults first.
Right. And that's interesting. You bring up that you was a little drunk there, a little tipsy. It's getting to the point anymore that when you get a person on the panel and they get wasted while they're on there, I mean, can you not drink online?
Well,
Maybe
that
you
was
drink.
mine was a celebration stream, and I was taking
Oh,
shots
I
there with
know.
super chat.
Oh, I know.
There.
I know.
And very rarely will you see me get drunk on the stream.
Well,
Like, I'll take a few shots.
I had person on my stream and on your stream that they're drinking while they're talking, and they get tipsy. Their speech starts slurring. It's like, why would you do that? It's like it's like people saying the wrong thing on a live. Why would you say stupid stuff when you're live? I mean, do you want to go back and look and listen to yourself later and say, wow, I like what I said, or maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff like that is kind of stupid when you're drunk as a skunk and saying crazy ass stuff. That kind of makes you look like a butthead to me.
Yeah, that happens. Like very rarely you'll see me drink out, like get really drunk on a stream.
Right.
Like every once in a while I'll take some shots and all that, but very rarely will you see me get. I've done that a couple times. And that's, 2 of those were for fundraiser streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was taking shots for people to donate. People were having fun donating, getting me drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good example of what Cruz is saying right there.
Yeah, I got blocked in the Cosby room yesterday. I have literally no idea what I did wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They automatically block you and don't tell you what's going on. And it's like, how the hell are we supposed to fix this problem if you don't tell me what's going on?
Yeah. Elliot Greg says it's disrespectful to be drunk regularly on
It
other people's
is.
stream.
It is disrespectful to the host. You know,
Well,
the host, like Gorilla, takes his time. He's got all his kids and car problems and all kinds of other stuff that pops up. He's taking his time to make these lives for us so we can come spend a couple hours with him, laugh about stuff, but yet we do stupid stuff like getting drunk online and say stupid crap.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with people drinking there as long as it's staying respectful. You know, that's all I ask. And really, I had to add that be respectful to each other rule on there.
Yeah.
But the only other rule I really have is don't say anything that's going to get my channel banned. And if you do, make it memorable because I want to be laughing about it as I'm sitting out for a week.
Yeah. That's why I adapted rules from another YouTube channel, and I asked him if I could use it. Said sure, go ahead. And Larry did the same thing. So we never had rules before. We never had rules, but it's getting to the point that you get on the channel, you slurring speech and saying stupid stuff, or you have someone that comes up and try to takes over your channel for a while. I had that happen recently. You know, that kind of makes me feel like I don't want to do any more lives because of that stuff. Yeah. So I guess you have to follow the rules. I know one person said that they have to have a blue wrench to get on panel. I just shook my head on that one.
Well, just a sec out. Meow meow Moira. I'll get to the chat here and say.
Yeah,
well, I gotta at least have someone vouch for you to be on my panel now because I've had an incident there, and I know LDG subscribed to like 6,000 channels, so it's something like that. So if LDG can vouch for him, then okay, we'll go for it.
Yeah. I have had problems. I mean, I let someone up, and they start talking to someone that's on panel. I shoot them down and block them immediately, and I say on there, I said, that's why you got blocked, because you're being an idiot.
All right. Yeah. And hey, Stark of Iron, here, let's catch up on the chats here.
Yep,
Moira's giving us a bunch of paw prints. She's going, meow, everyone. Meow, meow. Moira. And Curtis, whose Cosby were you blocked on?
He has no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. He goes, lots of tipsy drunken streamers on YouTube. Yeah, it happens. And Oleg Greg says hi to Moira. And he goes, good evening, Gorilla. Jimbo. It's just Jim, but Greg. Meow, Curtis. Leaving a like and loving the pickled algorithm.
Right there. I tell people I like to be called Jim. Nothing else but Jim. But you see right there, that person wants to say a name that I don't like.
Yeah, it's just Jim.
And that's where we had the disrespect right there.
And while you're saying meow to everyone here,
meow.
Cheers from Mother Greg there.
Cheers.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you wanted to cover on our 1-to-1?
Not that I can think of right now, unless you got something else in the back of your mind there.
Nope, I was trying to keep these to about an hour streams. Streams there to talk about the people's channels, promote them. You know, make sure to check out Jim's Landscaping LLC, #1 Commadore Productions. It got some good fan films there, and starting to do more lives. And if anybody else
Yeah.
wants to do a one-on-one, just send me a message. I got a couple other people I gotta squeeze in. I know there's one person I got them for about 15 minutes there because they're a very busy person. So but they thought it was like one of the questions we asked on here. Here we got to talking, and I liked his answer there. So we're gonna talk about that when we get to a one-on-one there.
There you go.
So I want to say thank you to Moira Kitties there. For coming. On her channel there, she has her more fucking news thing, and she talks about this stuff in the news. She likes to go on. She likes to go on these. She likes to find these. She remembers details from stuff on other from a while ago, and
Yeah.
she likes to call out the media bullshit there. So make sure to check out Moira Kitty. Jim does great Starship renders. Give him some love. Y'all take care. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
And make sure to check out Tony or Stark of Iron there. He has his streams there. He's been doing all kinds of. He has some great Beetlejuice impersonations. But he does impersonations, karaoke, and they just sit there and chat, have fun 12-hour streams. Make sure to check out Stark of Iron. And thank you, Greg, for coming. He does spoiler-free reviews there, and he has a dinosaur video with his wife there. That's his most recent one. So make sure to check him out. And drink responsibly is fine, but obnoxious drugs that cause problems. Yeah, exactly. Later, sir.
Don't be drunk as a skunk and slurring your speech and don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, Jeff B is on your channel there, Jim. You want to promote him?
Jeff B just goes from channel to channel to watch what's going on. He doesn't really have a channel.
Okay.
As far as I know.
Yeah. And if you do something, Jeff B, let us know. And thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And thank you, Curtis Selby, for coming. Now, Curtis, he likes to talk a lot of politics. But the last stream was the Holy Grail there. I gotta say, it's the most respectful political chat on there. Even when me and a couple of the people in the chat go at each other, it's still respectful. I've never seen a more respectful political chat. Yeah, Curtis likes to try to see both sides of the thing there. So make sure to check out Curtis Selby. He's criminally under subbed. And thank you, Suzanne, for coming in, and thank you, Finity, for coming. There. And so I think I got a few new. He says I'm a consumer. And hey, there's Pickles. I just seen too much behind the scenes of our community. And hey there, Pickles. If you ever need any IT help or need a place to hang out, there's always freethenet.org/underground.
If he's there, or awake, or sleeping, or stuck in a corner of a headset listening to Indian music.
Yeah. So, Jim, promote yourself there.
Oh, at Commodore Productions, right now we're working on Repair Again. I got, like I said, about 8 to 10 minutes of that done. I am looking for other actors, other actresses that are in Star Trek. Only thing you got to have is your Star Trek uniform. You got to have that. You can call yourself you can make your own character up all you want. One thing we don't do, we don't write out scripts. What I do is I have an idea. I get dressed up as the characters that I want to do. I make a video. I have a private chat. I send it over there and I says, hey, check this out and see what you guys think and see if anybody else can come up with something. It's like you watching TV or you watching the news or a movie. You always make comments, don't you? Everybody does. I do it all the time. But I do improv mostly. I don't write any scripts out. I shouldn't say I don't. I write out small notes in that. If I do like a voiceover, it's just like Jefferson Kelly. He came on board. Then a couple months later, he said that he's going to make a Star Trek fan film. Well, guess what? He wanted Commodore Boone in it, so he sent me a script within 2 hours. In 2 hours, I have my script read, record it, and send back out to him. And he goes, "Wow, that was fast." And his video is coming out tomorrow. So I do have a link out there floating around. So check that out. Tomorrow it's 7:30 on Sunday. I'm going to have my stream started. Then we'll watch his fan film. I'm in it. I got a small part, but it's damn good. It's damn good for the first one. I wish my first fan film was that good. But of course, he had a lot of help. Other friends that he had that he does in the other fan films. So they all did pretty good. I wish I can get some help. I have asked help before, but didn't get too much help. Everybody is so busy in that. But it'd be nice if I can get some help now and then and try to help out my fan film. That might be a little bit more better than me wearing a mask all the time.
Yeah. Well, if anybody
especially with his damn beard. It's a bitch to cover his beard up.
Yeah, so if you want to be part of Jim's Landscaping's crew there, just send him a message.
Yep, that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
I'm on Facebook and X, places like that.
Yeah. And welcome our GST Gaming. We're just wrapping up here, but thank you. And I believe they do streams of the game and all that. Make sure to check them out.
Yep.
Yeah. As for me, tomorrow we'll be doing Sima Sunday with the Revenge of the Nerds 3, The Next Generation, which is nice that they're finally getting new people in there. They're not going to try to stretch out the same people over multiple movies. But then on Tuesday, we got the Cigar Lounge. Then Wednesday, I'm going to try to have another one-on-one there. I think that's might be when we do LDGs there. Or either that maybe Monday. I don't know what I got going on Monday. Then on Thursday, it'll be the third Purge movie, which I really enjoyed the second one. Then
Crazy Purge.
Then he said he'll be in the next stream there. Oh, thank you. Then on we'll have the Waltons review on Friday. It'll be season 4, episode 7. There. That only all I ask is that you watch the episode ahead of time so we can have a fruitful discussion of it.
No.
There. Then and I don't think I'll have anything next Saturday. So that everyone, I want to have a good night. Remember to be a gorilla. And remember, there is 5 pounds of copper in those speed control cameras. There.
Wow.
Thanks to you.